Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Paula, Digital Granny. If you are new to me, let me know that you're new by dropping a newbie in the comments. I am here to talk about what I do. Actually, the topic for today is I earn a digital income in just 2 hours a day from my phone. Okay, it is from my phone. I do these. This is outside of my longer going live on here is different than 2 hours. Um, it is, but I do this for about a half hour. Okay. So you can work. This is the plan. This is how you start. You start with the 2 hour framework. And then if you want to go on a different platform, like I chose, I started here on TT. Okay. So you can go outside of that. Oops, I deleted something I didn't want to. Let me hold on. I'm going to start to share my screen with you. So let's do that this way. Okay. So if you're new to me, write new in the comments. If you are, well, let me know where you're watching from. Okay. It's so cool to see where people are watching from. And if you are new, let me see what's going on here. Okay. Now, before I get started, I'm just going to let you screenshot this because I will show you some testimonials. So we'll get this out of the way. I'm going to probably do this in the beginning of all of them so that I know that I've done it. Okay. This is called an income disclaimer. We're not promising or guaranteeing anything because we cannot do that. Okay. That would be wrong. And it really comes down to you and are you willing to work? Are you willing to do what is necessary to actually build a successful online business? So you can screenshot that if you like in 3, 2, 1. All right. So let's get started today. And I'm going to talk about that 2 hour workday that I started with. And that's how we all start. We all start with a 2 hour workday. I love what I do. I don't think that mic is high enough. Let me just change that. Okay. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's get started. I'm actually going to talk about, I usually talk about certain things all the time so that you can see and you can understand. This is the 2 hour workday right here. As you can see, what we do is we create 3 pieces of content. Pick a platform, any platform that you want to. Choose a platform. It works on all social media platforms. That's FB, that's IG, that's TT, that's right here. And you're going to create content. I love this. I love this as a homeschooling mom. If you don't know my story, let's stop for a second. Let me share my story with you. November 2022, I suffered a mini stroke. There was no damage done, but it did bring to light that there was an issue, that work trips were not work trips, because when I went into the hospital, there was no text, there was no phone calls, it was crickets. So like I said, the work trips were not work trips. Okay. So we'll leave that where that is, but that is what actually began my struggle, the work from home struggle. A family of 5 of us were left, 4 kids and me. My other child was already grown and gone. So I am a mama of 5. I have 3 homeschoolers, 2 adults. And what I do is actually work from my phone, okay, and create that content. So I love what I do. It has enabled me to be at home with my kids as a homeschooling mom. You can do this too. So that began that work from home search. I started looking, couldn't find anything, started doing the dash. If you have ever done the dash, then you know what that's like. It's a lot of hours and you're using an asset that you could lose at any time. And I say that because it actually happened to me. Lost my truck and my job in the same day. It was awful. I had been praying to God and asking God, please give me something because I needed a way. Okay. I needed a way. And the first time I saw this girl talking about this opportunity, she talked about God, she talked about homeschooling, and then she talked about making a lot of money. So I did what most people would do. I scrolled past her. I was like, yeah, okay, you ain't talking to me. I made a mistake that day. I did. I made a mistake. Thank God he brought her back to me when I lost the truck and the job. And this time I listened. This time I said to her 3 things Number one, I said, can I work from my home? She said, yes. I said, number two, do I need a degree or experience? She said, no. I said, okay. And number three was, do I have to be on a phone? Because I got kids, they're loud. I mean, right now they're quiet, but if they were loud, it wouldn't be the end of my world. Now, in that other situation as a mom, if you're working from home, working on a headset, there have been too many moms that have actually been let go because of children being in the background. And kids are kids, they're loud. So, for the most part, right? Anyways, so I needed something. I needed something more than the dash. The dash was not cutting it. A 12, 15, even a $20 an hour job would not cut it. Okay. It's just not enough for a single income home because it's just me and them. All right. So when I asked that girl all the questions, I was a skeptic. I'll tell you, I was nervous. I've never heard of anything like this before. I didn't know what was involved. I didn't know what this was. So I started this. I had prayed about it and I was like, Lord, if this is what I'm supposed to do, then I need you to make a way. He made a way and I started, but I was nervous. As soon as I got into the community, which I will show you, as soon as I got into the community, as soon as I got into my program, I was like, oh, this is real. Okay, let's do this. And I've been doing this ever since. I started 10 months ago. I made some mistakes in the beginning. It is a real long term, it is a legit business that you build. It's not a get rich thing overnight. Can people make money? Absolutely. You've got to enter into this knowing that you're going to build a business. You're going to build something where I haven't put it up here yet, but I'm going to walk you throughout all of this within the next 20 minutes. Yeah, because I try to keep these videos really under a half hour because I know everybody's busy. So I'll walk you through this. This is what I do. The 2-hour workday looks like this. Create 3 pieces of content. Pick your social media platform. Okay. Pick your platform. Oh, I didn't even. So I've been making money online for 8 months doing this. In the beginning, I made mistakes, learned from my mistakes, and started making money for 8 months. I love what I do. And I don't know why I don't have that on here anywhere, but I should. I'm going to change this up every now and then. So the next half hour is posting free ads. When you create that content, let's go back a second. You're creating videos. So if you chose this platform right here, my very first thing for you would be start creating short videos. Shorts. That's it. You don't even have to do anything long right now. Just start creating the short videos. And then I would tell you to create like maybe one long one a week and then point those short ones to your long one. If this was your platform, okay? I love this platform personally. I love it. Now, I'm also on TT. I don't know if you like TT or you like any other platforms, but it works on all social media platforms. We create that content and we post the content. People can do faceless. I'm kind of like, it works. There's people doing that. It just takes a longer time to build that. You would probably need to bring in your voice. There's training in it. It works. Yes, it works. I'm just not a big fan. I say show up, show your face. Even if you're uncomfortable, you get comfortable. I can help you. Okay. So the next half hour, post free ads. What is posting free ads? If you have ever sold anything on Marketplace, on Craig's, anywhere online, anywhere at all, okay, then you've already created that. If you've never done that, it's okay. In our program, you learn what you can post. Like you'll just take 2 to 3 sentences, put it together. Say I was going to sell my moose. Where's my moose? Say I was going to sell my moose, not with the hair attached to it. Say I was going to sell my Canadian moose. I'm a Canuck who lives in Texas. Say I was going to sell my moose. I would talk about him in a couple sentences, right? And then that would be it. I would talk about him and then I would post that ad. So we have 200 high traffic websites that we can post on. Pick a few of them. You'll learn them. Pick a few of them and then just go and post those free ads. You just copy, paste, copy, paste. Then the last half hour is actually responding to any comments. So on your videos, when you go, maybe you choose this platform, maybe you don't. This platform, I would tell you to do something a little different because this is my experience. On the shorts, I would actually say, hey, draw, and I just started doing this because it depends on your platform. Most of the time, I'll say, drop a yeehaw in the comments if you want to learn more. So that's what I do on my TT platform, right? So that we get engagement. Okay. Now, here on shorts, what I actually started doing was going, hey, if you want to watch a longer video, I'll include it down below. And then I'll say, hey, drop me a thumbs up or something in the comments, just so that we can get some engagement, because we are on social media and you want to get people to participate. Okay. So that reminds me, if you're seeing this and you're watching this later, if you could just drop me a replay and let me know where you're watching from in the comments, or drop a thumbs up or a heart or something, because that does help. So back to this. That is the 2-hour workday. Okay. Now let me get rid of that. And that if you have any questions, always go right there. Where am I? Always go right there to Granny's Getting Paid, and you will actually get an email from me. What happens when you go there? I'm going to explain it. That is a landing page. My very first customer was actually 4:30 in the morning. What was I doing? I was sleeping. So he purchased our number one selling program, which is a $900 program, which is called Legacy. He purchased that. I was sleeping, all because of this automated system. My first customer was here on this platform. So he probably saw one of my videos. He probably, and this is, he had to have seen one of my videos, then went to my automated system right there, right? Granny's Getting Paid. And then he would have saw a video. As soon as you go there, it's a landing page. You got to put your info in. And then a video comes up from the founder. She answers 90% of the questions. If she doesn't, all you got to do is go back to your email, then look for me, look in your promo and your trash, send me any questions you have, and I answer. Okay. I'll answer them all. So that automated system is how I got my first customer. I will say this. I need to make another little slide for this, but I'm going to grab my whiteboard. Okay. And we're going to talk about this. And then I'm actually going to keep an eye on the time and show you inside of the program. Okay. So I promote 4 programs. Now, these teach you marketing skills. This is a business in a box. So there's a couple things you need to understand. Woo, frog in throat. And I explain all of this in detail because I want you to understand how this works. Now, okay, and if you have questions and you are here, you can ask me questions on my lives, because that's why I go live. I give you an opportunity to interact with me and ask me anything you want to live. So these are the programs. Are we backwards? No, you should be able to see this. Okay, so these are the programs. Now, each one of these programs is actually a business in a box. Why do I say a business in a box? As a beginner with no degree, no experience, you turn around and promote these programs. It's not lunchtime yet, my love. Just wait 10 more minutes. Go ahead, go eat. Sorry, Mom. This is why this fits into my life, okay? This fits into your life. Nobody's going to let you go. Nobody's going to say you can't do that. I can actually jump on and off and do what I need to do because it's a lifestyle business. I fit this into my life. I am able to be a mom, able to be present with my family and work from my home. It's so important for me as a mom. So these programs, they come with what is called master resale rights. What does that mean? That means we get to, as somebody who purchases a program, I have the legal right to turn around and resell this education. If we are in the e-learning industry, it is education. You learn marketing skills in here. That's what you're going to learn. You're actually going to learn how to resell these. Okay. That's the first part, but we're not done. Okay. That's just as a beginner. I want you to understand where you're coming in. So you learn in these marketing skills. I cross this out. I don't promote it. I don't want you to have a website with one program. That makes no sense to me. You're not offering somebody something. You're saying, take this or leave this. And that's why I don't promote it. So inside of these, you can actually learn some other things. But as a beginner, just take the master resale rights and turn around and resell. It's the easiest, quickest, simplest way to get started. Now, I was going to say something about that. Master resale rights. You can be certified in this. You can be certified in this, okay? Which means you follow a few simple videos and you will actually become a certified reseller if you choose to. I did, and I am. That means you know what master resale rights are. That means we do this ethical marketing. That means that we know what the 2-hour workday is. There's some simple videos, not long. I did this in like a couple of hours. Watch the videos and then answer the questions. So that was important to say. There was something else I was going to tell you though. Master resale rights. You cannot change the names. You cannot change anything. You can't change the price. You can't change the name. I would think that everybody would kind of know that, but it's important for me to say it just in case somebody's out there and like, well, I'm going to change the amount or I'm going to change you can't do that. You will void that master resale rights. And then you probably you probably wouldn't be allowed to do this. So that's the seriousness of that, because you do have the permission to turn around and sell these, but you can't change them. Okay. So this is called digital mastery. This is called daily pay. Hi, Cheryl. Yes. See, I love that you asked this. So I actually did print on demand. I had a Shopify store in 2000 and when was that? 21, I think I started it. 22. I can't remember when I started. It might have been 22. I failed in the advertising. So this is absolutely perfect for you. I would probably suggest the 6 because that you could actually learn a lot in there, and you could not only about marketing, because this is where businesses fail. I failed in the marketing, and I can say that I did. I've actually been thinking about doing this again because of the skills I learned. Now, the 9 and the 6, I would tell you go to Granny's Getting Paid. Look at the 9 and look at the 6. I wouldn't suggest the 3 or the 1 because of what you're doing. But when you learn the marketing skills and you learn how to use the 2 free methods, and I would even tell you to post free ads, just like we teach you in here. I would tell you to do that because it drives traffic to where you want the traffic to go. As well, use social media. Man, if businesses could really understand that there is an opportunity there to get your stuff out for free. And I will even say this, Gary V, I'm not a fan of the cussing. I'm just not a fan. But the guy will say, you take your organic posts on social media and then you actually boost the ones that do really good. But in this program, we are taught not to pay for advertising, which is brilliant. So you want to I call it pushing. You want to push your stuff out. So when you're doing a business like that, and I know where you are because I've done it, and I failed in exactly that. So you take and you learn the skills in here and apply it to the business. Watch what happens. And you don't want to do a video and push out the business every time. Kind of give a little bit of a story, maybe a backstory about who you are, include something personal so people make a connection. It is absolutely necessary in business and on social media for us to connect with people and not just sell. So when I tell my story, right, it it makes me real. It makes you real. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're not just like a business out there going, hey, buy my stuff. No, 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 no. No, people buy, and this is what we are taught. People buy from people they know, like, and trust, right? You're not going to buy something from somebody or some sketchy place that you don't know anything about. That goes for the same in the consumer kind of like, what do they call it? Like a consumer path. They want to know, who are they purchasing from? What do you do? I'm a homeschooling mom. I believe in God. I homeschool my children. This is just, if somebody else saw me and they're like, oh, I can relate to your story about being left, or I can relate to you being a homeschooling mom, and there's different things. You're going to find something in the program you'll learn, and you'll be like, I can share this. In my on my TT, in my stories, and not so much here on shorts, but I could do it on shorts. I bring in something about my kids, like I'll post somebody making cookies or somebody acting like a clown because my kids are, but it brings some relatable, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. It makes us real. Okay. My daughter's in the kitchen. Content, mom. Um, they listen and they're learning too. So, but it's important. It's not just about, hey, look at my stuff. So bring you into it. If your daughter helps, man, I would bring my daughter into it. Maybe not showing her face. If you're not a fan of showing your daughter's face, you don't have to show her face. Show her from the side, show her doing something. Maybe if she helps you make the designs, then you would like, do this. It makes it more interesting. People want to support people when they know what they're doing, when they know what they stand for, and just give them an insight into you. And I would tell you this. I would tell you to actually start on one platform, like choose a program. Okay. Choose the 9, choose the 6. And if you're going to take it just for the skills, I mean, I would probably tell you to get into the 9. I will tell you why. Because I would encourage you strongly to get into the mentoring. Every Tuesday, I call her the Millionaire Mama. She does a meeting on this, okay? In the legacy, people that purchase the legacy. And she hit $5 million. Now, I know it's not in the same business, but when you get mentored by somebody who's already making money, who you can learn from, man, that's like a gold mine. So I find the value in learning from her and learning what she does. I think it's really important. Now, I know that I'm speaking directly to Cheryl here, and I know that there's a couple other you guys here, but you learn marketing skills. So I'll get back to the beginner friendly version. You learn marketing skills, but you also learn about affiliates and how to do this smart. So what I do, and what I only did recently, was I actually included affiliate links inside of some of my descriptions here on this channel. And I love it because I'm not sitting here selling. All I'm doing is dropping in those affiliate links and the program I use to actually do this right now. So if anybody wants to do something like this, then they can just go click on my affiliate. And what happens? I make an affiliate income. It's passive. So the opportunities to drop little affiliates here and there, or in your automated system, because this is automated. Here's another tip, Cheryl. This is another tip. Because you're talking about a business, are you capturing people's emails? This is something I never did, and I never knew the value and I know it now, but I didn't know it then. And I even had a brick and mortar a few years back, and I never captured emails. I have learned so much in this. I wish I could turn back the time, but I can't. So if you are not capturing emails, and I'm not talking about a website capturing emails, there's a difference. There's a huge difference. I would give some kind of freebie and then have them going there, because when you can actually talk to people like daily, or give them, I don't know what you do, but even giving some kind of like little encouragement in your email, you start to create a connection with people. And that automated system, that's a big deal. Like everybody should have that, especially in business. You want to utilize that. You'll learn that though. You would learn that. So back to the beginners. Any program you choose, if you're going to do this as a business, as a beginner, you just turn around and promote these programs. Okay. So if you chose the 9, then you would get the 9, the 6, the 3, and the 1. You would get all 4 of these. You can learn how to make your own community. You can learn how to make your own product, program, course if you want to. If that's not something you want to do, don't do it. There's options. So just choose the program that works for you, okay? And then you get to promote everything underneath it. So if you want to promote the 9, then you get the 9. If you want to promote the 6, get the 6, and then you'll get the 6, the 3, and the 1. Now, does anybody want to guess? Oh, I was gonna say guess, and then I wrote it. 100% profit. Now, somebody made a comment on one of my videos about affiliate. No. We learn how to do affiliate marketing the smart way by putting in those links in your description or inside one of your automated emails. Okay. Other than that, if you don't, if you don't want to do affiliate, then you don't have to. Just turn around and promote the programs. 100% profit. My first 5 were this program, my first 5 customers. Now, my very first customer, if you missed it, was actually that, and it was what I call sleepy money. 4:30 in the morning, he went to my automated system and made that purchase, and I didn't even talk to him. We don't have the kind of business where we're sliding into DMs. I will never reach out to people like that. I don't cold call. We don't do anything like that. We use what is called attraction marketing. So I post my content and I let the content do the work. I let this do all the heavy lifting. This is where the sales come in. Okay. There is a one-time $39 website fee. So these have plans. You can choose, see what fits you, decide what works for you and what your goals are. There's a one-time fee. This goes directly to the company that does the website. The website is made for us. We do have to connect the payment gateway to the website, and they show you step by step how to do that. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. You can either pay for one of the tech people to do it, or you can go into a tech call. And there's a girl named Michelle S. And she can help you do it in like 2 seconds. So there's options. There's always options. And that's why I love what I do. You can do this globally. So if you're watching this in the UK, it's probably 6 o'clock at night. If you watch this later tonight or whenever you see this, you can do this in the UK, Australia, Jamaica, Canada, anywhere in the whole entire world. The difference is the plans may not be available to you where you are. In the US, they are available. So just when you go there, just check. And if you're stuck or you have questions, ask me. That's why I'm here. Okay. What else can I tell you? That's one time. You can upgrade. I don't think I talked about that. You can go from 3 to 6, 3 to 9, whatever you want to do. Put down right now, 29 days. Cheryl, I would probably have to, I do this. I'd probably have to talk to you separately because that might be too much for my beginners. What I did, okay, I have a nonprofit. So because of what I've learned in this, I actually created this, and then I'll do this as simple as possible. And you guys that are beginners, just kind of like plug your ears for a second. So what I did was I created this like a landing page. They go to that. I offer them a freebie. So on my nonprofit, I actually offer like wallpaper for your phone. That's what I did. It's a freebie. So I say, hey, if you want to get a freebie, and you could do a freebie, okay, you would go there, go to the the thing that I have now, and then they'd want to get the freebie, and then they actually click to go to the website. So they get a freebie, you capture the email, okay, because that's the goal. That's okay, Cheryl. I can relate to what you're saying, and I can help because I did this. So, and I learned because of the program how to do this for my nonprofit, because I thought, oh man, I'm not in the nonprofit. I was like, I have a website, but I'm not capturing emails. So when you have emails, you have a one-way communication, and it's not based on a platform. That is gold. And I didn't understand it. Now I get it. So you would have some kind of freebie. Shh, you guys, please. You would have a freebie, and then you would have them enter their email and then get that freebie. And then the next page that shows, they would click to go to your Shopify, and you would set it up like that. Now in this program, they wouldn't show you how to do that. That is something that you would learn, but that's something that I learned inside of this. I don't know how. I mean, that would be something on the side that you do, because that's what I did. I learned that I could do this. I learned how to do this. Probably in my community, I would probably show that. I probably should do that. Actually, you know what? That would probably benefit a lot of people if they had a business. So I probably walk through somebody how to do that. I could probably do a training on that. So I have my own community. I started my own community. It's called DIY Business Builders Cafe, because I actually want small businesses to know that they can do their own marketing. Okay. So that's a faith-based business, but you don't have to be in the faith to be in my community. It's just, that's how it's set up. So, I learned how to make my own community because of that program. And that's what I did. I made my own community. So that's apart from this. This is just the start. If this is all you want to do, then this is all you have to do as a beginner. Just turn around, promote the programs. You're in the e-learning industry. You are giving people an opportunity to learn marketing skills. If they want to go deeper, they can go deeper. If they don't, then just keep reselling the program. That's it. You're reselling education, just like a university does or a college does. They are reselling to the new students every year. They are not recreating the curriculum. They're reselling the curriculum. That's what they do. Everybody resells. And that's what these are, educational programs that resell. But you can learn a lot more if you want to go deeper. Okay, so I don't want to freak out my beginners, but that's what you can do. So you can upgrade, you can go, you'll have to pay that again because they'll add the extra programs for you. If you go to 3 to 9, you'll have to pay the difference. You'll have 30 days to do it, but write down 29 days, and then you'll pay that again. Now, also for the beginners, I'm working a 2-hour workday. If you're working a 2-hour workday, what is the difference? The difference is what you can actually make. Can you guys go somewhere else, please, and talk? Please, I'm trying to do this, and then I'm hearing my loud son's voice. It's okay. So, what was I going to say? I'm working 2 hours up here. You're working 2 hours down here, but I'm able to promote 4, and you're only able to promote 2. Okay. So it really comes down to, what are your goals? What are your goals? How many sales would you need? How many customers to actually make a difference for you? So my personal goal is actually to have 12 customers in a month, which is not even one a day. So people do that in our system. It really comes down to your own personal goals. So I just leave that with you. Whatever you want to do, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you get started. Now that takes care of that. Okay. I don't know. Oh, there's no monthly fees. I'm going to write this down, and then I'll let you screenshot this. There are no monthly fees at all. If you guys want to screenshot that in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, all right. Let me get back to my mic here. And I showed you this. Guys, these are the programs right here. Okay. So legacy builders, like you just saw, that's the 9. Can I put this to the side? Okay. So I showed you on my whiteboard, and I know you guys won't be able to see, or maybe you can see a little bit. Okay. So the legacy is the one in the middle. That's the 9. The digital mastery is the 6. And as you can see up there, passive daily pay is the 3. It would have been maybe better if we got numbers on there. Launchpad is the 1. And I really do not promote that one. Okay. Now, this is my, let me make me bigger. Oh, let me put me to the side. Okay. So this is my business builders cafe. This is on School, SKOOL. And this is something I learned because of the program. So I did this, I monetized it. And then I actually offered my members a way to make money. So it is a $47 a month community membership, but people learn how to make their own logos, their own, they can do their own website, like a small, I would say for beginners, a small one-page website. You could do that entirely free. Logos, websites. I'm going to start to add on there some digital products and things of that nature. But I just want people to know they can do it themselves as a small business. So this is different than the main thing. But this is something I learned because of the program. And people can get a 40% referral income. So instead of me getting the 47, I get like 20 something. And then you would make 18 per person that stays. So you could actually build up yourself a little income stream. We're all about income streams. Now, let me hide that. And I'm actually going to take you in and I will show you. Let me get logged in. Let me show you what it looks like when you go to Granny's Getting Paid. And I'm way past my half hour, but that's okay. Let me make sure I'm logged in here so you can see this, okay? Let me show you what it looks like when you go. And there, and then let me get logged into here. And I'll show you the community quickly. And then I want to jump off. Okay. Shh, please. Okay, let me screen share. Let me share my screen. And we're going to share this one. I'm going to do audio. Here we go. Okay, so when you go to, that's big enough. It is. Okay, so when you go to Granny's Getting Paid, as you can see here, you're going to see me. You're going to see my granny. And my little man got his face in there. You simply enter in your details, okay? And this is what pops up right there, okay? This is the founder. She answers, like I said, 90% of the questions. And if she doesn't, then just email me and ask me. Now, when you're ready, oh, I'm on the wrong screen. See, it says, yes, I'm ready. That's to get to my website. So if you're still on here, oh, there's another comment. Hold on. You're very welcome, Cheryl. So if you're still in here, okay, this is what I'm talking about. So that is called a landing page. I used to call it a website. It really isn't. It's just a landing page. And it captures, because they want to get, hey, there's a free blueprint there. Now, I haven't talked about that at all, but it is a freebie. It's what they get when they put their email in. So you want to give them something for free. So Cheryl, you would give them something for free related to whatever it is that your business is, some kind of free little thing to get them to, hey, I'll exchange the freebie for the email. Okay, so they do that. And then this, you would have a video or some kind of thing pop up. Okay, great. You know what? You want to go to the store, click on the button below. You would make it like that. The same kind of idea as this is. So this is kind of like here's the landing page. Here's we call it a thank you page. And the thank you page leads to the website. It would lead to your Shopify. And that's exactly how I set up my nonprofit, right? I have a capture page. I have a video. And then I have, oh no, I didn't do a video. I just did another page. And then I said, click on it and it takes them to my actual website. So you would do the same thing. So I'm going to click on the pink button, and this is my website. And this is where you see the programs. Okay. But now I'm building an email list, and it doesn't matter what social media platform I'm on, because I'm actually building an email list. The value in building an email list, I had no idea. I know now it's priceless. So when TT went down a few months ago or whatever that was, some people were like freaking out. Oh no, we're on TT. And those poor people that do shop, I feel for them, because that's all their eggs are in one basket. Can somebody tell him? Yeah. I'm sorry. He's screaming down the hallway. Oh, okay. So I didn't know the value in the contact in the email list. But when TT went down, some people were upset about it. And I understand that, because they had all their eggs in one basket. But we who are doing this on social media, we have that contact list. So all I had to do was actually email my people and say, hey, I'm going to be on this platform. And that's it. Yeah, right, Cheryl? Kids will be kids. That's why I love what I do. I love it because nobody's going to let me go. Nobody's going to say this is for people who need to work from home. This is for people that maybe have kids, maybe are caring for somebody. Maybe you're like me, okay? Homeschooling mom. I just want to be with my kids. I just want to be the biggest impact in their life. And I want to be with them. So, yes, he's doing it again. Judah! I just saw. Okay. So this is, oh, sorry, I'm scrolling on the wrong page. So you can see this on your own time at your own speed. And there's these you can click on. You can actually hear these. Jess,
just recently is able.
I don't know if you can hear it.
Job. Jessica, are you with us? Yeah. How are you?
So, I'm just hanging out in my PJs and enjoying the fact that I don't have to punch a time clock. Kind of windy, wondering what in the world I could possibly say after hearing those and Dell, the stories. My story is different. Everybody's story is different, right? The Lord made us all different. I have worked, since I was 14, had 2 jobs.
I'm not going to go through that, because you can listen to that any time. So they're all there. And there you're going to see me. You're going to see my kiddos. They're a little bit bigger now. And there is all kinds of info. Like I said, you could be a licensed reseller. Now, this is for people that we have to put this out there, because some people think that they don't got to do any work. You absolutely got to do work. So that's just kind of there. Then you can go through this. You can see we have got people. I was talking earlier that we have somebody, actually, he has a disability, and he was able to make income, 21 different streams of income because of this. And he's somebody with a disability. That's why I love what I do. So it's anybody 18 to 80 plus. You guys, anybody can do this if you're willing to learn and willing to work. So you can go through that at your own speed, your own time. There's the program there. I told you there was plans available. And if you don't want to do the 9, then you don't have to do the 9. Choose what you want to do. But just remember this, whatever one you choose, you get to promote that one and the ones underneath it. And then there's the 6, the 3, and the 1. And I don't recommend the 1 at all. Now, you'll see that when you go to Granny's Getting Paid, you can take your time and go through all that stuff. This is, oh, okay. I was on the wrong screen. Okay. How am I going to do this? How am I going to get logged in without you guys seeing my login stuff? Let's hope I'm logged in. Okay, I am. Okay, good. Okay. So this is actually where my program is, and I have the legacy. So it's videos. Okay. So that's my program. It's all in one spot, and it's on a platform called Kajabi. Okay. So I did the license. I'm a licensed reseller. We have exclusive bonuses, and you'll see that on the website too. Everything is on that platform right there. Oh, you could click on access community right there. But I did open it. So this is my community right here. But let me go to the main community, and it has 51,000. Let's blow this up a little. Is that big enough? That's good. That's huge. Okay. So inside you'll see 51,000. All right. And then what we have here is wins. You can go through all this stuff on your own. Well, you can't until you purchase. But when you purchase, you can get in here and you can go through all this. There is mentoring. If you choose the legacy, that program is that right there. That legacy training is done by the Millionaire Mama. So she does that one. There's other trainings. That's for newbies every other Friday. Then we have mentoring on Thursdays by six-figure income earners and on Mondays. So it's different people, but there's all kinds of help. Okay. Even we do free webinars. So, that is this week, and I haven't talked about it. So I got to do that. We can actually share these webinars, and which is a really, really good benefit when you are getting this out there. So what I'll do is I'll go on my social media, and I will probably take a screenshot or do something with that. And then I'll start sharing it. And we don't share what time, because we actually want to get them to go into our landing page, right? And then they'll get access to that, and it is free. So that is something that we're not paying monthly for this, which is a huge, huge blessing. We don't pay for anything for this. Like, you're purchasing a program, you get the program, you get access to that program, but you get so much more, like so much more. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to show you some of the wins, and then I'm going to jump off because these guys are probably wanting to eat. So wins can be spiritual, financial, physical. It's whatever somebody wants to share as a win. So she was scared. So she shared this. I guess she started posting. Yeah, she started posting. So sorry, I'm looking over here at my other monitor. Now, R means that they're probably in South Africa. Yeah, probably in South Africa. And she's actually made it so we could understand it, which is good. Thank you. High five to, what's her name? Suni. Just 1 year, I completely changed my life. 2025 from January to now, she's already made double what she earned an entire year. So some people will call this digital marketing. I don't call it that. You do learn marketing skills, but I focus on a business in a box because I want beginners to know that they can do it. You learn marketing skills, and some people do call it digital marketing, and it is, you're learning digital marketing skills, but I always talk about a business in a box. It is a business, so you get everything you need to build a successful business. So work 2 to 3 hours a day. Now, 2 hours is doing the income earning activities. Put aside an hour for learning, because you are going to need to learn. Get into some of the training. Get into some of the mentoring, okay? Those are important. So she's done this. No boss, no 9 to 5. So that is her sharing her win. 29 leads today. That's awesome. They're sharing how many? That's great. ChatGPT. We learn how to use ChatGPT inside of this, which is another skill you learn. You learn all kinds of stuff if you're willing to learn. This business is truly life-changing. Let's see what it looks like about here. Yeah, that's good. Another 9 for this month. So this person, actually it's a couple, 54 in April. So far, never give up. If we can do this, anyone can. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. Anybody at all. So you'll see these are all, wins. I did it, 900. What is that? Chaos to cash is alive. I used to hide the mess. I tried to be normal. I wanted to blend in, but guess what? Playing small never paid me in dollars. I'm loud, ADHD, coffee fueled, and Jesus led. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. And the moment I stopped trying to fit in, I finally stood out. I used to post and delete. I'd film a video and second guess everything. Then I stopped trying to be less of me and I started selling. Jacob, that's loud. Sorry. This 900 isn't just money. It's proof that the right people want the real you. No filters, no scripts, no shame. I love that. I dig that. So here's to every mama with messy hair and big dreams. To every person, this is really good. To every person who feels too much, you are the brand. You are the brand. It's you. So you just have, I love this. I gotta screenshot this because I'm going to share this later. I love this. We can share. This is the other thing. You can actually share these on your social media platforms, in your videos. You can share this. Okay. You can share these things. I love this. This is so cool because you don't have to be perfect. You don't show, I just show up and share. That's it. 4,200 as a stay-at-home mom. Okay. So you can look at that stuff. When you get in the community, you get to see all of this. I'm just giving you a sneak peek. Okay. So that is, I've walked you through everything. I have this website overview right after watching all. Perfect, Cheryl. If you have questions, I will answer all your questions. That's why I go live. I go live to share and answer questions, guys. So I love what I do as a stay-at-home, as a homeschooling mama. Now, what was I going to say? If you have questions, just go ask. Be sure if you're watching this replay later to drop me some where you're watching from. Drop a replay in the comments and or a thumbs up or a hearts or something. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I hope that you learned something new today. And of course, I'm here to help you. All right. So have a blessed day, and I will be back tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to try to stick to that Monday through probably Friday, Monday through Friday. So, and eventually maybe I'll start doing some giveaways or something fun. I'll have to look into how to do that so I can do that on this platform because it's cool. I love this platform. Anyways, have a blessed day.